Hi everyone, it's Sue here. I'm going to be doing today day 8 of RachandBellacrafts hashtag 100 days RAB. I'm only following along at my own pace. I'm not in, I think, gosh, they've gone right up to 40s, something like that, and I'm still on day 8. But this is called a loaded envelope. And all you need for it is an envelope that either you've made yourself, one that you're cutting out of a kit like I'm going to do today, or a ready-made envelope. And you just need some fussy cut flowers and other fussy cuts, and maybe a couple of small little tags or journal cards to decorate. Because it's a loaded envelope, which, you know, you can send out to somebody if you want to, or you can put it into a journal with extra bits in to go with that particular journal. So I'm using Rachel's Beatrix Potter kit, which we've already used, and so I'm going to continue using bits out of here. So I'm going to use one of her envelopes, and I thought I'd use this one with the tulips on. So I'm just going to cut this out, and I did print this on fairly, I think this is about 100 and something GSM white paper. So I'm just going to cut that out quickly, and we're going to use this today. This is such a pretty kit, this Beatrix Potter kit, you know, and it's on sale. As far as I know, it's still on sale in Rachel's shop. I can link her shop below for you, so just bear with me while I carefully cut this out. I didn't want to actually cut this out in advance. I just thought it'd be nice to do it on camera, just to show you what I'm using really and how I'm using it. I'm only going to just do one of these, but you know, once you've done one, I mean, it's a lovely idea. I will probably do a few more, and I'll probably use some ready-made envelopes in future, perhaps even make some. So all we have to do is just cut round for this. Like so. Right. I'm just going to get my mini scoreboard down. And hope nothing else falls down on my head. Just going to get this tool that I used for scoring, because I sent mine accidentally out with a journal I'd sold. And even though the lady who purchased it said, well, would you like me to send it back? I thought, oh no, there's no point really. But it was the one that came with the scoreboard. So just scoring down the side flaps here. You can always, when you cut them out of a kit, you can always see that line, like so. And there isn't a score line on the bottom, so I guess we'll make one. And let's see, we want it to sort of flap up like this, so I guess I could just crease that maybe, like so. I'll just pop a little score line along that fold, like that. Okay. And again, there isn't one on the actual top of the envelope, but we are going to those fold over like this. So let's move the scoreboard out of the way for a second and just score those down, burnish them I mean, with the bone folder, like so, and then bottom like that, and then this is the top of the envelope. So I want to make the top come down. I just want that to go over slightly, like so. And then I want the top to fold down, not totally, like that. I think that's okay. You're not going to score that. Right, okay, let's pop that away. Right, so this is our envelope. I'm going to go round mine with vintage photo. And I'm also going to, I think, stencil my inside of my envelope because it's white. Now you can stencil it, or you can, you know, decorate it how you like really, or leave it white. It's entirely up to you. Down to personal preference, isn't it really? So I'm not going too heavy-handed on this inking. I just wanted to give it a light touch. Okay, so we'll use the vintage photo, I think, to stencil inside. So we just want to stencil this area here. So let me find a stencil that I think would be nice. I've got some that I use regularly hanging up by the side of me. So I think this would be quite a nice one. So I'm just going to, let's see, yeah, I'm just going to stencil the top, and I'm going to put it round that way, like so. I'm just going to get some book page out to save my desk. So I'm literally going to use, no, I don't think I will use the daub actually. I use my brush here, this one, because I can see I've used it before. So I don't want it too dark, you see. So I'm just going to start off light, and then you can increase the colour as you decide. There isn't a lot on the brush, but that's all I wanted, was just that hint. And then I want to put a hint, so I'm going to turn it over because I want a nice pattern there on that envelope edge, the top of the flap, like so. So that's all I've done with mine, and it's just very simple but quite effective. So actually this is going to now look like this, like so, and I think that just takes that white away. Okay, so before we glue up the bottom, we're going to make our fussy cuts. And again, what I've done is I've taken some pages from the kit, and I'm just going to use these. So we don't want the paintbrush, so I'm just going to fussy cut this out, but I'm not going to go too detailed. it's on a lovely background. I feel that sometimes the background gets chopped away, you know, and it's a shame. So I don't really want to take too much of it away. I want to see what it looks like with a bit left. Like so. And we'll just take that piece back a bit to the flower and there. And I will take this out, I think. But it's going to sit in the envelope, so it has to have a bit of background, really, I think. I can't even see where I'm cutting, so I'll turn it round. And let's see what that looks like. Oh, that needs to be cut there. Like so. I think that's okay. And again, I'm just going to go round it. And then this is, I suppose, a loaded envelope. It's for someone to use in a journal or on something, decorate something with it. So it would be quite nice to leave a bit for them to actually continue fussy cutting out. So the idea is that we're going to pop these in the envelope like so. I mean, Rachel glued hers down, so I may glue the flowers down and then perhaps, so do you think I should take that out? Let me get my smaller scissors. So I've just kind of auditioned it in the envelope, and I feel now that that probably needs to come out. I've had a bit of a sort of doldrums, really. I don't know why. Where I'm forcing myself to come up and do some videos. The weather's really poor again today. Yesterday was glorious when I was at work in the office. Today is not good. So that's one there. So I'm going to take that bit out as well. Sorry, I'm say one thing and do another, don't I? I shouldn't say anything, should I? I shouldn't say, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to leave that, because then I change my mind. I think that's what crafting's all about, you know. There's no right or wrong way. You can just go with the flow. Do what you feel is best for you. Yeah, I don't know whether I kind of lost the mojo or what it is, really. Oh, I don't know if anyone else ever feels like that. Sometimes when the weather's not good, I just want to sort of hibernate a bit. So that's one. Okay, now I'm going to take one out of this sheet, this backing paper. This is lovely, the lovely clump of these flowers. So I think I'm just going to cut that out. And these you could actually make a nice journal card out of. Again, it's on lovely paper, background paper, sort of script. So I'm just going to fussy cut round where I think I need to. But I want to sort of keep it as one piece if I can. I don't know, actually maybe I'll see what it looks like. So let's get rid of that big piece out of the way. Just going to go down there. still waiting for my husband to help me sort this craft room out with furniture movement and everything, but he's been away and he's back now from his parents, and he is suffering with what we think is start of osteoarthritis in his wrist, his elbow and his knees at the moment, and right hand side wrist and elbow. And of course he's an electronics engineer and he uses his hands a lot in his work, and he's going to go for x-rays this afternoon to see what's going on. But his mother has it and his mother's sister has it, so it's kind of familial, but his sister doesn't have any sign of it. So it's very odd that it sort of skipped her, as it's on the sort of familial side, and grabbed my husband instead. Not that I wish Fiona, his sister, to have it. I don't. But I'm just think that usually it's on the kind of obviously on the female side, but and I think it has been going back generations. So anyway, we're hoping to see what's going to be the outcome, because he may have to I don't know, change his job or do something different. I don't know. So that's been a bit of a worry, really, especially as I'm sort of semi kind of retiring and aiming to retire fully, and he's 10 years younger than me, so I'm hoping to retire fully in November 2024, so not that long really. Yeah, so he's now joined a Facebook group for osteoarthritis, and I think he's finding that quite helpful, really. I think groups on Facebook and social media for these particular things are very good. I know I joined a underactive thyroid one, which has been very good for me, and also primary biliary cholangitis, which I have, PBC, which also has been very good, because it's nice to swap ideas about things like what's good for dry skin and all that for PBC sufferers, and that sort of thing, really. What you can and can't do, what you should and shouldn't eat, and all that sort of thing. So we've got kind of a nice little flower garden going on here. So that's quite nice. And then I want to take a cornflower or two, so I think I'm just going to cut into this sheet, this background paper from the kit, and I'm going to take these out and quickly fussy cut around those. So I hope you're all doing well, and it's lovely to see all the spring bulbs and daffodils and tulips, hyacinths, and crocus. My crocus were early flowering, so they've gone now, but we've got daffodils and things like that, and beautiful tulips, beautiful deep yellow tulips in the garden, which are absolutely lovely. And they're a bit later than we had some very early ones, which were very deep, kind of purpley colour, which were lovely. And all the plants are now coming up. We've been doing a bit of gardening because we lost a lot of our sort of shrubby plants. Our hebes we lost. We had such intense heat last summer, which went up to nearly 40 in places, especially around here, which we're definitely not used to in the UK. And they just didn't survive. And then I covered them all over for the frost, and they didn't survive, sadly. And I'm very sad because I had them a few years and they were always lovely. So I've got to kind of, well, our local garden centres have been talking about, you know, promoting actually heat loving plants, because I think we're going to have to change the way we plant our gardens if this climate change, the weather, you know, this heat, if we're going to get it again this year, a lot of our normal garden plants won't survive. So, and our garden, our back garden is south facing, and it's incredible the heat that we get in it. So I think that's quite nice. I'm wondering whether that's too tall, so I think I'm going to cut that down like so, and maybe cut the background one out. So yeah, so it's been unusual to say the least. It's a very faint one in the background, you see, on these, so I'm just cutting those out and just... Right, okay, so Rachel stuck hers down. So she arranged the fussy cuts, glued them down just in top of the envelope, like a 3D effect, leaving the tops free. So we're just going to glue down the bottom once we've arranged it how we kind of want. So that would be quite nice there, and maybe have that one down in there like so. So that's the kind of the idea, and then you glue up the sides. So let's glue these down. I don't want to put anything else in, I don't think. So I want to glue these down. So let's see. I think this little tulip is going to get lost. I'm going to glue those down, just the stems and kind of the base like that. I think we'll put those there like so. So you're leaving the top kind of free, and then let's pop this one down. So I kind of draw a line across the bottom and match it up on all those stems. So I think we'll have that there like so. Press down. Let's pull that up a tiny bit like so. So it's quite nice. It's almost like you need a pop-up effect. And then I'm going to put this big one behind there. Like so. And maybe this one. I have to be careful because I have to remember that maybe that one there. So I've got to close the envelope, haven't I? So will this fit in? I think that will fit in there. So I'm just looking, do I want this one in? I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe we'll put it up there. Like so. That's quite pretty. So obviously you're not meant to close this envelope. I'm just going to put that in there. Like that. And there we have it. So I'm going to, I just want to give that a bit of ink there because I think I might have missed these corners, and then I'm going to glue the envelope down like this, and then I've obviously glued it too high up, so just take that off and then press that down like so, and then we can find a little journal card or something to go in there. So let's have a look, what else have we got in this kit? Oh, we've got a nice few of these lovely Beatrix Potter characters here. So I quite like this one, so we could make a kind of a little card out of this, I think. That would be quite nice. So shall I try and, let's pop that to one side. I've just got to try and guillotine this straight. Maybe take a tiny bit off the bottom, like so. And now I'm going to stress round it. And maybe we will do a bit of stenciling. Is that up the right way? It is. So just bring that stencil back. We'll use the same one and the same brush. Like so. Just pop that down again. I could just see where that went. Make that a little bit darker up there. Yep, that's good. Let's put the lid on that. So this can actually go in the envelope like so, and then maybe we could find another. What should we find? What else have we got? Got some big stamps. Oh, we've got this nice little one here. I'll just cut that one. That's fine. And bring my stencil back. That's nice. And maybe just one of these stamps. Right, I've just knocked down my box of labels. Oh, happy days. Let's see if I can use these rather than get my big ones out, because it's tangled up with my wire. So I'm going to put I'll have to untangle it. I've got so many cables because I've got my laptop, work laptop cable there as well. Snip that corn off. Okay, I'm going to pop him in there. So, put that away. So there we have, put this pin back in. There we have our loaded pocket. Now what we could do is put a nice label here, except I did not mind. Have I got any small stamps left in this kit? Because they were large ones and small ones. So here we have some small ones here. That a butterfly would be nice, actually. I'll put the butterfly on, I think. Just quickly do fussy cut him with my big scissors. Getting carried away. I like to keep the I was going to call them stamens then. I think stamens is something that plants have, not butterflies. Feelers. I like to keep the feelers if I can. I don't think butterflies look warm without them, but that's just me. You can draw them on. I have done that before, you know. Nice, just gentle line. Okay. Right, let's get rid of the bits. And we will just give that a bit of, take that white off. Oh, I missed a bit there, I think. Oh, I was sure I'd, oh, I see, it's not come off, that's why. That's better. We can pop that butterfly on. It's still like a little label, a word or something. I have got some words in the kit. So what have we got? Sunshine, garden. I think garden would be nice. So we'll cut garden out. And this is all out of the Beatrix Potter kit by RachandBellacrafts. Carefully cutting, trying to keep straight. As you know, I am not the best cutter in the world. Oh, I like that. So I'm going to pop that on. Pop it there. Actually, I think the butterfly would look nice. Let's put that pin back in while I think of it. Would be quite nice on the corner there, like so. Like that. So there we have our our loaded pocket, which is very pretty on the back. And so we've got some bits that we've put in, some little journaling cards and a stamp, and I won't stencil the back of the stamp. And then we've stuck our flowers in here to just stay loose at the tops. But there we have it. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's another new idea I've not done before, so I'm very grateful for, you know, these ideas. So put that in and that in there, like so. All Beatrix Potter's little characters, and there you have it. And that can go, actually could go into a pocket in a journal. Would look lovely, can be moved about. Okay, so that's day 8 of RachandBellacrafts #100 days RAB loaded pocket. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye.